Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Chicago Bears. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch one. Crunch time, defense.
Here's Trubisky. It's caught by Davis.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch one. Switch up. Spot.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Alert!
On 3rd down, Trubisky looking deep for Gabriel. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Hey, Echo. You got that right there. Check 26, check 26. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Hey.
They'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Ready.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6.
36. Go. Ready.
A give to Kamara running right. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Down. 70. Indy.
They'll look to throw here. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 41-yard line.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
You like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Pull it high. Snap.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Second and 11. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? You need that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
218, jump.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. And there is nothing easy about being a kicker on a day like this.
Yeah, I tell you, not only is the footing tough in the snow, but kicking that ball is like kicking a rock. Very difficult to get any sort of feel on your kicks.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
It's third and 7.
Stop! 180! March 50! 56. Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run. He's crashing. Good move. Alert, 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 alert. Mike 56, Mike 56. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. He sets to fire deep. And I do believe this is going to line up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far. And after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going. And really, the offensive line not helping him much. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Watch one. Watch one.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Trubisky, a battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
2nd and 14. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike, 44. Hey, shoot. 44 is Mike. 44 is Mike. Check. Let's go. Get it.
They'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play.
Set, ready? 60 or 55 to Mike. You draw Corker. Shit.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back.
Set. 10-2 stop.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
Hey, exit. Go.
Right here. Quick dance. Come. Switch. Shit.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Slam. Wide.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, Charlie.
2nd and 3. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. It's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Going deep this time for Miller. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number 1. Now Trubisky to throw. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Check safety, check safety.
Greystone, Travis. Let go.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season.
There. Go. Yes. Shoot.
Now back to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Bravo.
Looking to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Matt Judon make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And this is going to be a safety as Trubisky gets swallowed up in the end zone. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even...
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Traquan Smith in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. Demario Davis there on the stop.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
He's got his tight end, Burton. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. This is Davis. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick, and it's 3rd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball, but he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
That's
what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard.
Alert 3. Kill. Shit. Check. Roll out. Big ass. Watch twist. Look at me. Go.
From the pistol, they run it with Murray. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, high 7.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
5.
Back to throw here. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Ready.
He'll look to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
Jet bomber. Hey, Foxtrot. Now.
Watch the slant.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Stop! 180!
56. I'm coming after you.
Now on 2nd and 16. Trubisky completes it to Davis. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Fielded at about the 28. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 63 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off.
Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Strong right. Strong right.
This is Cohen. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Trubisky now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. 1st down, here's White. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now his shotgun handoff to Cohen. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Now Trubisky lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he cuts it back right, and he's got a crease. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year.
Buzz. 55, Mark 55. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Shoot.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever.
X3, 218, chopper. Hey, Haywood. Hey, lock it.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eddie Goldman in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. First down, a run with Cohen. They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. They try again with Cohen. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
180. 3 buzz, 3 buzz.
Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. They run. This is Cohen. And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Saints, their hopes of a 500 season stay alive as they move to 7-8 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.